Okay. Okay, the world is a mystery and Substance Painter is one of them. Today we're gonna see blending modes and the channel. So let's start. What are the blending modes? When you go here, this is your base color channel. Okay, so this is how we were working with in the last tutorial. But we see here base color, but we can change into different property. I'll just use this layer. This is a leather. I'm using shift right to change the light, and if I just change from here base color to metallic, it will just show a property of metals. For example, I'll take one and metal. So nothing going to happen here. It just changes the blending mode and the opacity of respective layer. For example, I just turn on the metal, which is already 0. The metal is full. I'm in metallic channel. Right now I'm in base color channel. So let's turn on this layer. Okay. So this layer provides a color, which is a red color. Okay. This layer provides metal, which is just a metal. So let's add one more layer, which will provide roughness, which is very sharp. Let's add one more layer, which will provide a normal map. Let's put something in the normal map. Okay, what do we have? We do not have any colorful normal map, but this carbon fiber contains normal map. So I'll just use normal map from here. So this layer provides normal map. You can see normal map is here, and I'll just use one more layer, which will provide height. I'll just turn on the height, turn off everything, and I'll just put a texture in height. A sharp texture, easy to understand. This thing is coming from height. So every property works differently. Okay, I'll start again. This is normal map and this is height. Okay, so this is already providing a base color, and in the base there is a leather texture. So this is affecting color only. When I'm turning color, when I'm turning this layer, we don't have any color channel, which has only metal, it will affect the metalness of entire texture. Now this layer, this will affect the roughness of entire layer, and the next, this is providing a normal map, which we don't have in the background, and this is providing a height. But you can see the height is actually mixing with the other layers. The normal map is mixing with the other layers. The roughness is not mixing. The metalness is not mixing. Actually, there is no metal in background, nothing to mix, and there is a color which is not mixing at all. So how do we decide to understand what is going on? So let's go back again. Now we have this. We can just check from here the channels, base color. It represents the color only. Now you understand. This is our leather color. This is the red color. Nothing is mixing at all. Now if we go to the metalness property from base color to metallic, you can see black. Black stands for no metal, and the white stands for pure metal. This means this is entirely pure metal. And the next layer is roughness. It has roughness. When we go to the roughness channel, we see it black. That means a zero roughness. As slowly we increase the roughness, we see the flat color because it's not blending at all. This is the roughness of the leather we created. So as we go further, the carbon fiber, it has the normal channel. This is normal. So this is the actual normal, which is coming only from this carbon, and we have no normal before this. And if we just use normal plus height, it will mix the height with the normal. We don't really need to go with that. And then next is height. Okay, when we turn on the height, it shows the height, and when we turn off, you can't barely see any details. If we zoom in, you will see the very fine detailings in it. So at first you can't see anything at all. It looks like a black, but it is not black. There is very fine tuning done in the height. So there is the height, and if you use this, it will just go over the previous, but it is still blending here. How can we know? If we just jump to the material, you can see the details from the background, it's mixing. So just from normal and heights are blending, rest doesn't blend. So there is a difference. What it is, if we just go to the base color, what you see here is the opacity and the blending mode of base color. So if I go to the red, I can use this red to a blending mode where this red blend with the previous color. I switch it to soft light. I can switch to overlay. It just blend with the previous color. And if I just use normal, it won't blend with the base color. This is important. If I switch to overlay, you will see the color changes drastically. Okay. So from here, you actually see what the output of the base color. This is where the property, layer, opacity, and blending mode of your layer exists. So you can change the blending mode and you can change the opacity. This is the way you can mix the colors. Now the next is metal. Same way it applies to the metal. Right now it's white. If I just apply, let's say, multiply, but there is no layer with the metalness, so I'll just make one more layer with the metalness, and let's use some map in it. So this is now metalness. If I go to material, you can see the property at this pattern has changed, and I'll use metalness. So when I go to metalness here, you can see white, and here white and black. So if I use this layer on top of this, it's not going to work. I need to put another map here in metalness. Let's say I'm using this checker material. I'll just turn off this layer. So this layer defines where metal, where is not. Turning it on off doesn't matter because this the layer is, let's say it's in normal for the metal, normal, and this is also normal. So nothing happens here as long as we turn it off. As soon we put it into the blending mode, for example, multiplier screen will work. So now you can see the black mixed with the black at the bottom layer. If I switch it to screen, the white will mix with the white of the bottom layer. So it's all depend to what we need, what kind of properties we need to mix. It just you need to understand the property, what's happening right now. So we can mix the metal. If we go to the roughness, I'll just turn it off. Now it's a roughness. Roughness doesn't come up with another blending mode and opacity. If I reduce the opacity 0, it will take the lower. I'll just turn it off, or I can put it to a blending mode. If I go to the roughness and if I turn it off, there is a lot of white, so it is black. So if I put it to screen, nothing will happen. Okay. And wherever I paint on the mask, nothing will happen. Let's go to the multiply mode. And now wherever I paint on the mask, the black will stay. Now if I see the material, the sharp area comes. It only works with the multiply. If you just go with the normal, it stays like this. And if you use multiply, it will mix with the roughness in the bottom. But it's pure black, so nothing will happen. So all we need to do, change the roughness. Now you can see the variation. Now it's blending and mixing with the lower. So this will give you, what do you say, a wet effect, some water. We can use this. This is our roughness, and then there is a tricky thing, normal map. So normal map come up with blending mode. All the layer will be normal map detail, this one. So it doesn't really do much, but if I show you the normal map, you'll understand one thing. These are the color map. Your normal blending mode like overlay, multiply screen will not work here. So don't do that. All you have to do, either you switch it to normal, so it won't mix with the background layer. If you want to mix it with the background layer, use any three of this, most likely normal detail. Okay, and don't do anything else. Are you going to use normal detail, or you won't use normal from the background? Just do it normal. Same goes with the height. When you have your height layer on and it's in, wait a second, let's go to the height mode. It's in linear dodge. Linear dodge work little better than screen. Okay, so let's switch to height only, and it's in the linear dodge, so it's actually bending. It's hard to say anything. So if I go down and increase the height of any layer, that might work. Okay, now you can see some details in height. Too many black already. So let's turn this on. Now if you go to height, you see, now you can see these details are mixing together and going overboard. So this is how your linear dodge, and the screen is a bit different, but it will affect the output. This is what in screen mode, and this is what it is in linear dodge, where it is linear 1, linear dodge add. So always use linear dodge in the height, or if you don't want to use the lower level, just do it normal. Sorry, normal here in the height. Now you can see it's not using any height from the base layer. If you want to mix it, use linear dodge. It's going to come handy later stage. Okay, so this is, guys, your normal map, height, roughness and colors, blending mode. So this is it, guys. This is your this is your materials, channels and blending modes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in next video.